All right, what is going on, everyone? And welcome back to another Black Desert video. My name is John, and today we're going to be talking about pets in BDO. So, as you guys imagine, pets are a little bit different from your other MMOs where they just kind of follow you around and are cosmetic. So, over the years, people have considered pets to be pay to win in this game, and do I think so? Yes and no. I don't think it's like super game breaking. They give a lot away for free to the point where everyone can be more or less competitive. And the part where it becomes pay to win is if you're trying to min-max the abilities and skills on it. So the things I wanted to talk about are how to get them, what are some good ones in my opinions, and like what you should get if you are like a PvPer, PvEer, a Lifeskiller. So we're just going to go over a lot of the things. So first of all, how do you get pets in this game? They usually give a lot away from just like playing the game. So like, you know, these are used to either mostly just upgrade other pets, but they also give more away from just like login rewards. I guess it just depends. And from my experience, if you are a new player, generally they actually do give it away if you buy like the early whatever pack. So, you know, if you buy the game or like the collector's edition, whatever, chances are they're going to give you a pretty boosted one already, just right out the gate. So how else do you get them? You could buy them off the market. Sometimes I see them. They don't sit there for long, but like you can get them. It's not like you're waiting months for it. And obviously just buying it off the market is the big one. So I want to talk about which ones are good and what you should get yours for. And so first of all, I want to start by saying that this has been a question that's been asked for quite a while. It's, would you rather have one tier 5 pet or 5 tier 1 pets? And to me personally, I would rather have 5 tier 1 pets, because what the pets do in game is allow you to, like, when you're grinding, it just like auto loots for you. So having more is obviously better. And so your pet window, it kind of looks like this. And quite honestly, realistically, after I got my pets to tier 4 and 1 tier 5, I literally have not bought a pet since then. Everything else has been giving away from just playing the game. So this is basically a lot that you could just get by playing. And so first of all, how do you get them early on for free? So if you go to your suggested tab, there's a thing called Pets Loyal Companions under the advanced support. And you basically do these and it gives you like 5 pets, I believe, different ones. So if you are like a free-to-play player, or I guess here's how I look at it in terms of video games and spending. So you know how games these days are like, what, $60 to $100 to get into just basic entry-level AAA games? Basically, if I start a game that's free, I consider like that $100 point, like what should I get in that game to make it like basically paying for your standard video game. So that's how I look at it. So at the very least, if you are like a low spender and you want to min-max what you can get, what you would do is, well, I guess get the cheapest one in my opinion, because if you are not min-maxing and you just want it to loot and stuff, the very basics, just get the ones that are the cheapest. It doesn't matter. But when you look at the pets, it's a cute duck, by the way. So they usually tell you the talent and a certain thing, right? So let's look at these pets. Let me see if I could have a tier 1, right? So they have a talent and a special ability that they have, right? So that's just default to every pet. So like, for example, this bird has higher chance to gain knowledge. And then this, like the special part is hostility detection, which is like if someone is red or like negative karma around you, it'll ping that person quickly. And everything is a little bit different, so there's a lot of different perks for this and that. And for the most part, I think that it doesn't really matter. There are a few pets here and there that I think are more important than the others, and those are like limited, which are, you know, they come around pretty often, but they're not like permanently in the store. So here's the thing. I've always told people that it's not super important to get the highest tier ones. Don't try to min max. That's where people spend a lot of money and sink everything. There are quests in the game where you can get them free, and pretty good ones just by, you know, playing the game. So that's how you get them. I guess now let's go into the more advanced part of it, of what pets do what and what should you do. So if you are a life skiller, you basically want to look at these abilities. So every time you level up a pet, each pet goes to level 10, and what that does is it allows you to loot faster, for example. And so every time it tiers up, like tier 1 to tier 4, you could get a special ability right here. So like you see the one that you get by default, the permanent one, and then every time it goes up a tier, it gets a new XP ability. So here's how the highest thing works in the game right now. You can have 5 total pets, but you can have 1 tier 5, which is actually, if you from tier 4, you don't spend any more real money. You just like do a quest in game, and then you just get the materials. So it is 0 real dollars in the game to spend from tier 4 to 5. And basically what that does is allows your permanent talent to be slightly higher or better, like the leader of the pets. And I know now that I think about it, as I'm saying it, I'm just like, wow, that's dumb. But so basically allows, like, having a tier 5 allows you to turn all your tier 4s to like loot faster, which, man, when you think about it, it's just like kind of complicated. But anyway, so life skillers, who have max pets, you kind of want to get the skill that you are looking at, and then you see the like applied talents and the applied skills. That's where the pay to win comes in. You min max it and get the ones you want. Have I paid to win for it? I've bought pets before, but I never really like I never really focused more on one specific thing, and I just kind of kept what I got because like I don't care. So life skillers, here are some pets that you probably want to look into. The hedgehog, this is a limited one, and actually let me show you this on the Pearl Shop real quick. It is pets how if you hover over a lot of them, they'll tell you the type of pet it is. Like sometimes there's premium, some are limited, some are special. So if you were to upgrade a pet, what you do is go to the exchange. You go to, like, you see how they all tell you like what kind of pet type it is. You pick one of these, and then you pick other ones within the tier, and then you put it in, and it tells you to like get the percentage to the next tier up. So here's one recommendation I would strongly recommend for all of you. Always go 100%. Do not risk the RNG for the pets like this. I know some people are like, oh, 50-50, but when you're gambling real money in this game, you really want to guarantee that you can get the next tier up. So if you're gonna like actually spend money on the game, just go to 100% route. Trust me when I say that, and you're just gonna get it. So you can guarantee it. So aside from that, the hedgehog allows you to potentially double proc when you're gathering, and it's just like doubling your money at a chance. So that's a very strong one. Plus it gives you like the life XP, and this is, even if you don't like min max the skills, the hedgehog is definitely a good one to pick up. And then the polar bear, every now and then I think it comes back, but it's like, it's good if you want the extra weight, because if you are, oh my god, I can't really say this without being like, damn, that's you're spending a lot of real money on this. But let's just take it as a comparison. Let's see, where would it be? Inventory, weight. Okay, so basically this is the thing where you look at it and you buy weight. chances are I've always told people, is it more important to buy weight or is it more important to buy inventory? And the answer for me has always been buy the weight because you can do more with it. And then they give you a lot of maids in game, which allows you to dump stuff into storage from your inventory. So basically, you don't need as many inventory slots, but you do need weight for a lot of things. So for the most part, let's say 400, or actually no, let's take an actual comparison. Yeah, like the weight over here, this is per character. Keep this in mind. So 50 weight, 500 pearls. Usually when they sell the polar bear pet and you upgrade it, it's probably around like 2,000, but it's like a permanent one, and then you can have like 5 of them. So it's like, I don't know, when it goes on sale, it's like it feels like it's a better deal. So weight, not super important, but it is account wide instead of character wide. So you can have it on all your characters. So it's just nice. This one is the Garmoth pet. You can actually do the Garmoth or Nouverikant quest line, which is basically going to Bloodspawn Nouver a lot of times and then using silver in game. 0 pay to win. You can get this one just by doing a quest in game. I have a video on it you guys can watch. Just, I think it's called like how to get the Nouverikant outfit, and the title. Basically, you spend like 30 billion silver, which is a lot actually. Don't trust me, I know. You get a unique orange title, which, you know, title's always a contested thing in video games. As well as the new outfit, which is unique, and outfit's always nice too. And of course, you get the tier 4 pet, which you can combine with another one, and then basically, what I don't remember what it's called, but it's under the. It's I don't actually know. Yeah, these things, the Crimson Dragons. Basically, these drop from Garmoth. If you can get them off the market, that's amazing. I would highly recommend it. There's a lot of orders. They don't really sell that often, but if you can get them, that's good. So basically, these are tier 1s, and you know how I told you how you can start smashing pets for like tier 2, tier 3, and so on. Yeah, that's how people get tier 4, or just pay like 30 billion and do Nouver a bunch of times. And this is the same thing. So you might be wondering, okay, so why is this good aside from like a free tier 4? It gives you a permanent 100 HP at tier 4, or if you do it tier 5, 125, I believe. It's not really worth tier 5ing, but it gives you an extra 100 HP, which is pretty valuable, like especially at endgame. That 100 extra HP is like the difference between either dying or not dying in PvP. So I think it's important. Plus, it's free. That's why I have it. So I would recommend people look into that one. It is very expensive. Do I think it's worth the 30 billion silver? No, but like it's one of those things where if you're kind of like mid to late game and you're one of the cheaper options to get more stats, it's one of those things. But if you're free to play, definitely look into it. And then after that, we have I guess what people call this is an Arctic Fox. There's another one that's like equivalent, which is what I have. But if you've heard of the term Arctic Fox, it's basically the same thing. And what this does is gives you an item drop rate. At tier 4, it'd be 4%, and this is my tier 5, which is 5%. I think that is the one worth boosting to tier 5, right? So, yeah, item drop rate, pretty good. Everyone knows what that is, and you should get it. So, now that I talked about that, like which pets are higher priority and all of this stuff, just once again, if you are a like newer player and you're just wondering, so just to summarize once again, I would rather have 5 lower tier pets than 1 higher tier pet. And obviously you'll get 5 eventually for free just by playing the game. But we also talked about how to get them, doing certain quests, where to get them, Pearl Shop or the market, questing, which pets are pretty good for everything. So we talked about the life skill ones, how to get the skill levels up and everything. And yeah, so hopefully this was more detailed video. I know this is like a controversial. Anything that has to do with like Pearl Shop kind of thing is usually, you know, like, I don't know, like something people either you do or you don't because it involves real money. So just for anyone who's like thinking about it, trust me when I say you can do fine free to play. Low spenders are also fine. The only part where I think it gets a little bit weird is when you're like min-maxing the extra like 3% XP, and I don't really think that's important, but that's where it gets the bad reputation for is BDO pay to win. Trust me, I think there's a lot of things worse than pets that are pay to win in this game, but either way, this game has done like a lot better at like toning down how much you really need to spend in this game. So yeah, I think overall it's like it's fine. Like, so if your friend told you BDO is mega pay to win, they probably haven't played the game in a few years. Like, yeah, there is pay to win, but it's not like you're, trust me, no one is spending like tens of thousands of dollars daily just to do fine. I think like you'll be fine. So yeah, with that said, if you have any questions on pets, feel free to let me know. Leave it in the comments or join the Discord and all that stuff. Thanks so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I would love to see you come back. All the links are down below in the description as well. And yeah, it's just a waiting room. 4 more days until the new region landed a morning light, and hopefully you guys are going to stick around and enjoy the series with me. We're just doing a lot of prep in the meantime, and day 1, hopefully we're going to get the new gloves, and we're going to start enhancing that and hoping for the best. So I'm out for now. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys later.